2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And there's a look at the Ferry Building in San Francisco. And
Kevin, thank you.
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll head out on the road to... Face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. Here are the five for the Clippers. George in the front court, along with Leonard. Reggie Jackson out there at Bledsoe. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. And for Golden State, in at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. Now here's Curry after the miss from Reggie Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
That one on George. Amazing to think some questioned if Curry could lead on his own, isn't it, Doris? He has answered the critics quickly.
One 62-point outburst showed how dominant he is. After missing almost all of 2020, some began to doubt Mr. Curry. I don't think anyone is going to make that mistake again.
Leonard. Great D that time from Green. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Looney sends it back. Leonard against Wiggins. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. To the middle, here's Green. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy a scorer and as a passer. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Poole, the pass to Looney. Wiggins against George. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And he's not going to forget that season. anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the pass to Looney. Back to Curry, stolen by Bledsoe. And now the fast break, George with the ball. Jackson, that's good.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Here's Looney from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Green against George. Let's go. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
I'll tell you, Steph Curry has worked so hard to develop that ball handling ability, and it shows through on that bucket. What a move from Steph.
Here's Hartenstein. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside for Jackson. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes to Looney. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Looney. Outside for Curry. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. He's got 9.
Well, the confidence that Steph Curry has, regardless of where he is on the floor. Yes, sir, I can score inside too, sir.
Leonard dishes to George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we all know George great offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
First one falls for him. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Now here's Curry. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Here's Poole talking about that win against the Lakers. He was a big factor in that game as well. Wiggins kicks to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Zubac.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jackson from long range. No good on that one. The Warriors go the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Curry passes to Looney, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 6 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Clippers sub.
And here is Curry. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Live. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Inside for them, it's Green and Looney. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Man can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, how hard is Draymond Green to handle in the pick and roll? And it doesn't matter whether he's the guy handling the basketball or in this instance, he's the guy rolling to the rim.
Shot from 12. Good work there as it goes. And the Clippers lead by 4. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Wiggins against Leonard. Curry wide open. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 4. Bledsoe right side. Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Leonard. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Now the pass to Looney. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's good on the layup. Curry's got 11.
Boy, for a guy with one of the lightest frames in the NBA, Steph Curry can still finish through contact.
Here's Man. Down low. Goes back up. And Looney sends it back. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Curry. That one good for 2. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Bledsoe. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
Bielitsa, he checks in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Wiggins.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. They get it back, and that one's good. Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
They get it back.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe twice on the fight.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bledsoe against Curry. Bledsoe kicks to Kennard. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Now Curry. He's got 15. Inside. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned him a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Snatched up.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Bielitsa bounce pass. Cool the pass to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
When a player is in his range as soon as he steps across the half-court line, that's almost impossible to check. Welcome, Mr. Curry, to the three-party.
Jackson looking it over. Outside, George. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Free ball.
Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes it to Bielitsa. And here is Lee, defended by George. Bielitsa passes to Lee. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's the Warriors with the ball. On the clock. Here's Curry. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Batum finds George. Off target at the rim. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead, up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was...
And that's a wrap with the third.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. George in the front court along with Leonard. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. Wiggins kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Steph Curry just rolling right now. We've seen many big nights from this guy. You might have to add another one.
Here's Bledsoe. Again, Los Angeles.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. George against Wiggins. Outside Curry. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And what a year for Andrew Wiggins and his offense. The outside shot took some huge leaps forward.
I think as importantly, his efficiency went through the roof. This guy seemed more comfortable playing as a second option. Less pressure allowed him to thrive.
Here's Curry. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Leonard the pass to Hartenstein. And he gets the bucket. Hartenstein's got 4 this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Pass to Looney. Wiggins with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The three from Poole. Another three for Golden State.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Leonard against Green. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Bledsoe against Curry. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. George with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Leonard. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Curry looking around. Green against Leonard. Back to Curry. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry against Bledsoe. Here's Looney. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shot up 2 there. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Bledsoe against Curry. Will it go? And the layup is good. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
George dishes to Leonard. That shot is off. Great D that time from Green. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by George. Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Poole. Outside for Curry. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Hartenstein. Leonard against Green. Lets it go from 11, and too long on the shot. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the pass to Wiggins. Outside Curry. Can't tie it up as that one misses. George against Curry. And the rejection by Curry. And they get it back. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. Inside for them, it's Green and Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Bledsoe. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Poole, the pass to Green. It's blocked. Bledsoe outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Clippers lead by 4. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Fires from the wing. There's the lob to the hoop. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And now a 6-point Clipper lead. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for the Warriors. Passes it to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins. Lee outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. He dishes it to Jackson. Inside. No good from Bledsoe.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Pass to Looney. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Pass to Poole to take the lead. Another 3 for Golden State.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
The pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Here's Lee. Here's Poole. Going inside. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And here is Poole. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, plenty of energy left for key situations. The young Andrew Wiggins determined.
Outside, George, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Pass to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins. Over George. And it's Wiggins missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Count that one.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Pass to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Poole. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 7th assist in the game. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. And now the moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if we can come back.
All right, David, thanks. And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Stephen Curry's doing. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors gave us some information. He told me that the injury appears to be a strained Achilles. This is never the way you want to lead off, but they have no choice. They still have to play the games. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Now here's Jackson, guarded by Poole. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Leonard's got 21.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Wiggins against George. Wiggins kicks to Poole. The three-pointer, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And George with the stuff.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Leonard looking around. Count that one. Leonard's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
George against Wiggins. Lee left side. He kicks it to Green. Looney passes to Poole. Offline with his three. Bledsoe against Lee. Bledsoe outside. So the Clippers with the win. This was a